So I'm going to be teaching you how to do a natural look. Sorry y'all, I'm working. But I'm going to be doing a natural look. So this is the before the brows are complete. This is probably only the time where you'll see me do concealer this much on my eyes, only because I'm not really using a eyeshadow. I will put an eyeshadow over this to seal it and so I don't get that creasing, but I'm not going to be doing a full eyeshadow look with this. But this is the only time you'll see me doing the concealer to this degree. I just wanted to show you guys really quick because I know a lot of people, especially now, don't want to do a full eye look. So this is something quick. I have a Zoom meeting and I have to have my camera on, so I'm just doing something really simple so I at least look a little bit human today. So I did a video yesterday doing the eyebrows. I don't want these this thick. Oh my god, I look like but anyways, I'm just gonna do the bottom of my brows because this is starting to dry. I've had it on for a minute, so I'm just gonna create the arch for the bottom and then I'll add more for the top. Oops. But I want you guys to see just how simple the look is. So, and I am using the Juvia's Place concealer. This one is in the color, I don't know. Yeah, this is the 11. The same one I used yesterday. I tend to use this one because it gives a natural look, but it also has a, it gives a little highlight under the brow. If I wanted it to match my skin exactly, I believe the next level, I think the level 9 works good for me. So if you're close to my skin tone, probably try 2 levels down. So that should work. And again, I did the V here. So if your V is like a little higher on this side, then you'll know that your eyebrows won't be the same height. One will be higher than the other. Alright, so I'm also going to go with number 11 over the brow. And again, like I said yesterday in my video, I'm not putting it directly on the eyebrow. I'm just going to put it over it and so that I can work it down. So, I'm using this phone as my camera again. Yes, eyebrows a little jacked up. But I don't want to leave my brows that thick, so I'm trying to thin it out. Taking from the top. So that's a lot better for me. And I'm just going in and blending that out. Now, I'm also going to go over here and blend this out as well. You don't want that to dry right there because then you'll have patches. Once you add the foundation, it'll look blotchy. So sorry you guys, my kids are in class. One is playing her stuff out loud. And then it's lawn day, so I also have the lawnmowers going on in the back, so excuse me for my background noise. And again, I'm using the pencil and I did use black and dark brown. Alright, so I need to bring this one back out because this brow is like, I'm here. Alright, so, and do not think you have to get this perfect right away. It does take practice. and I've been doing this for a while, and I still mess up at times, and that's quite alright. So this side looks darker. I think it's the lighting. This side looks darker than this side, but it is dark. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to mess up my brows too much, nor do I want to put too much energy into this. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out around. Sorry, I have my mirror behind the phone, so gotta kind of look both ways, but I'll do this really fast here. So by the creasing, you can see that the concealer has already started to crease. So I'm gonna go back and blend that some more. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette. I'm using the James Charles palette. I like this palette because of all the neutral colors on it, and I'm able to just stick to a color that is more nude. So I am going to actually be using a color, this color here. I don't have the top, so I don't know the name of it, but I'm just using this to go over my eyelid to take off the shine from the concealer. And so it's still a nude color that looks like I don't have on anything. And I don't want to, God, I forgot my train of thought just that quickly. Sorry, guys. Got too much going on behind me. But this does take off that shine, and it helps with the creasing. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I don't have to use a primer for this. And I would suggest, if you were using a primer, to use a clear primer for this, because of course if you use a lighter primer, the color is going to pop more, which won't look natural. So I'll turn this light off so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so I think I've put that on enough. I am going to add just a little bit of a transition, only because I like that look. You don't have to, it's not necessary. If you wanted to not do the transition, you could always set the rest of it with the translucent setting powder. But I like my little transition colors, and it's still fairly light, so oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't show you the color I used. So from this color, I'm going in with this color here, and it's just a light brownish reddish color. And then to finally seal that off on under my brow, I'm gonna go in with this yellow color here. And sometimes if I don't use the yellow, then I'll use this nude color up here, just to kind of give an extra highlight under my brow. So, and then just blend those two colors together so that it's an even flow. And this just kind of soaks up the oils from the concealer. Yeah, this brow is definitely different from this one, so I'll have to fix that up. I think it's actually thinner. I don't know why my brows want to misbehave all the time, but I got this. Okay, so now I'll tell you, I do have two different arches. So this arch is a little bit higher than this one, so I have to bring this one up with the pencil. It's not like I have an arch there. Okay, so our eyes are pretty much done here. Actually, I want to blend that just a little bit more. I just realized I used the same brush for all of that. I do have my eyeshadow brush here, but this one works just fine, so I'm just going to blend that just a little bit more. Because, like I said, this is really a simple, natural look. And I'm just going to do my little wing. Because I am going to put on lashes. Looks a little weird. Alright, well. Once I get my lashes on, I probably won't even see my wings, so. I like my wispy lashes. To help bring out my little slants. Yeah, those look a little bit different. Okay, well. We'll figure it out, right? Yeah. Alright, so that one's a little bit more. So we need to bring this a little. So I'll tell you that I'm not about to try and make this perfect. It's not. So I'm gonna add my little, oops. Now with my eyes, I do line my eyes last because I gotta put concealer and foundation on. One thing I did not do, I did not prime my face just yet, so I look super oily right now. Alright, so we have a natural eye. Get closer. Definitely natural. Geez, all my stuff is far away. So I will tell you that I am using the Can't Stop Won't Stop face primer, and I actually like this one. I really like this one. I was using Urban Decay, which is $34. The Can't Stop Won't Stop is $14.99, so definitely there's a difference in price there. But they did not skimp on the actual quality of the primer. I have other NYX primers that I do not like. The Shine Killer being one of them. To me, it feels greasy. Actually, I've used it on clients and it did look greasy. So I had to rely heavily on the setting powder to take away some of the shine. So I don't like to deal with that. But I definitely recommend the Can't Stop Won't Stop collection. I'm also using that in the foundation. I use the color Sienna, if I can find it. But I also use this color on a lot of my clients. This is, oh boy, I think the color was, this is the chestnut color. It's not the darkest that they have, but it's one of the darker colors, but I do like it. It does not make, like, I have a lot of melanated clients, and it does not make them look orange, and that's one of the things I highly hate about MAC. I don't like to make them look orange when they don't need to be orange. Like, I don't know when that became a thing with women of color to where we look orange, but I think NYX got this one right. It's not super warm. You know, it's a natural color, so I like that. And I'm using the color Sienna for myself. You know, it's not super heavy. I don't use a lot of product. Maybe if I had more blemishes, I would, but I do like the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And I like the consistency of it. Everybody knows I was into CoverGirl heavily, but they discontinued the one that I used, so I had to switch it up a bit. And boy, has it been a struggle trying to find one that I actually like. Amazon. Alright, sorry I did a pause real quick. Yeah, I know I'm always getting a package. But anyways, yeah, so I like the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. It gives me a natural finish. You know, I'm not too orange. And, you know, I can always filter that out with the other setting powders and stuff. So I find myself now using more NYX products, and which the liner I used was, they have so many liners now, but I still like the NYX matte liner. Once it dries, it's pretty good. I don't have to worry about it leaking into my eyes, so I really do like this one. And it dries mattified, not shiny, so I do like that. And so so if you are looking for a concealer and you use the Juvia's Place, number 11 is very close to Fawn if you're used to LA Girl. So, and I was using Fawn for my contouring and highlighting, so I use number 11 a lot. So I try to buy a few of these at a time because I do use this one a lot. On my darker clients, I use number 9 and number 8, so that I'm not bringing them too light. My daughter bought this thing. It's so cool. It's a continuous spray bottle. Oh my god. She bought it just in time for me to get this hairstyle. It's perfect. So, she didn't know what she was doing. I told her it's hours until I take my hair out. But anyways. So, I'm just blending this out. And I did wet my beauty blender for this part. I do like the effect of the beauty blender being wet while I am blending out my concealer here. Like I said, I'm just running through this really quickly. Take all mistakes for love, because I feel like I'm rushing through this, but it's fine. So I'm using my new ring light, guys. I actually love this ring light. The dimmer is perfect. It does exactly what I want it to do. It does go from warm to cool in the event that I need it to, but it also has that dimming feature. You can take off the poles on it, and if you need a light closer, you can just pull one of those off. It comes with cords that will give it a power source, so it's really cool. Alright, so gonna set this. I'm using the Juvia's Place setting powder. This one is in the color Kalahari. I actually ordered this, I actually went to the store and got this from Ulta, but you can always find it on their website. They have different colors. I think that this one is closest to a banana. So, I don't bake, so I'm just gonna brush this right off as I put it on, because if you leave, the longer you leave it, the more yellow you look here, and I don't want to, so I'm just gonna, and I only set, like, with the setting powder, the spaces where I put the concealer to blend out, and I'm just setting those areas to soak up the oils. You always want to set where you put cream, because obviously those things have some kind of oil in it, unless you can find a true water-based makeup, which is hardly unlikely. I do know that LA Girl has a lot of water in it, because if you've ever let it sit, it does have water, like the water comes out of it before the concealer does, so I do know that that has a water base. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my blush brush and brush this off. And also another reason why I wouldn't recommend baking for certain people, like you see how I have fine lines under my eyes, powder actually makes those more defined. You don't want to define lines under your eyes. It makes you look older. So definitely, if you have those, I wouldn't let the powder sit there. So anyway, so now I'm going to use, and I know this is an eyeshadow palette, but I absolutely love this palette for the contouring of it. All the colors are perfect for blushing and contouring because I use these colors for my contour lines, and then I'll go back and use these for blushes. So I'm going to use the darker brown, and I'm just going to do that here so my face could look snatched. I know it looks a little dark, but it'll all come together. Now you do want to make sure that you blend it enough to where it's not like a, oh my goodness, look how that is. But I also go in to prevent that, go in with these two colors to kind of tie it all together. So when I put my blush on, it all ties together and looks like, you know, just like my blush lines are there. You want to give the illusion, but not the... And I take my contouring all the way around my hairline. Kind of contour my forehead a little. It just kind of slims the face in an overall effect. I feel like my phone needs to be like this. It might fall. Okay, here we go. Alright, and so I'm going to go in, like I like to tap all three of these colors. Oops. I like to tap in all three of these colors for my blush. And give myself a nice little rose color. And you don't want to overdo this because we all know what that looks like. So, and I do, like I said, I go back and kind of add that here too. So it really leaves that yellow highlight there. So I have my brightness in certain areas. And if I have a line here, I'll go back with the same setting powder blender and just kind of blend that out a little bit more. Now I didn't touch my nose because I am gonna contour my nose as well. I know I look weird with this stuff all over my lip, but I'm gonna pull it together. Alright, oh well, I'm gonna use the same brush. Alright, so just gonna start from the front of my brow and come down. And you really, really want to blend this out. Like, if you turn to the side, you see how you can see that? You don't ever want that to happen. So you just kind of have to be patient with this part and blend it as much as you can. And because this color is dark, I'm also going to blend it back out with the Beauty Blender. And I'm going to use the lighter brown. It's like you have to create an illusion here, so. Like you see the shadows, but you don't want to keep them there. If that makes sense. And you can blend it back out this way as well. Yeah, that one's a little harsh, but I'm going to turn it on the clean side of this. So we have our blush and we have this. I did not spray my face. I like to spray my face with a setting spray after I do the powder so that it sets it more. And at this time is when I like to do my my glow highlight, because my face is wet and I find that these work better when the face is wet or damp. And I just pat it in because I don't like it super heavy. Alright, so we're going to give this a moment to dry. And at this point, we're kind of setting everything, the eyeshadows, the setting powder, everything. Get this off my lips. So I'm going to line my eyes. I'm going to try and use these pencils, the ones that I talked about yesterday. Now, under my eye, I don't find that it goes on as smooth as I like. So I am going to use the lighter method. I'm just going to light it for a little bit. I'm going to test this on my finger because, yeah. Oh, it actually got hard. So it got hard and fell off. Okay, so now we're ready to go. I normally use cream and a brush to do this, but I want to give this liner a try. But you see it's going a lot smoother under my eye. I try not to pull on my eyes too much. It's so much easier. Alright, so there we go on that. I don't like how far that is. I'm going to smudge this out. So when you put on an eyeliner, it's always best to smudge it out. Even if you don't bring it all the way down, it's best to smudge it to some degree so that it makes it harder to become a raccoon eye. So if you ever have that issue, partially it's because you didn't blend it out, and you're getting that it's just leaking from the oils around your eyes. So I would definitely, or it's spreading, not leaking. It's spreading because of that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. I also want to, again, fix this brow. I'm telling you, my brows are going to be a death of me today. So anyways, guys, so most important thing, lashes. Hello, we need some lashes so we can look human today. Oh boy. So I'm just putting on some old lashes. I have new lashes, but I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just gonna do this really quickly, and I'll show you a few more few more tricks here. I hope this lash, okay, I think these match. Y'all don't kill me. I think they match though. I think they match. So this is a quick routine. It's not something overly heavy. You know, this is the basics of the basics. You know, it's not something that, you know, you'd have to spend forever on. You know, like I said, it's a really makeup, no makeup look. One of the things I will show you is, like, I have all of these like white powders, which they're white, but they actually have a color to them. So when I don't wear eyeshadows, I tend to put a highlight in the middle. You can always take your highlighter or a foiled color, which is the shiny colors that you have in a palette. I'm actually going to use this color here, and I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush. I'm going to take that color, and I'm going to just rub that in the corners of my eyes to just give myself a kind of a glow here. And you can do this here, And if you want more of a highlight under your brow, you can take just a little bit in the peak of the eye and keep it like this. I would keep it like in a triangular section, so it gives it that shadow look. I would not take it all the way across. That's a no-no. Don't take it all the way across. Just leave it in that section here. So you see how when I go like this, you see that highlight? That's the glow look you want. You do not want that all the way across the under part of your brow. If you do want this color lighter, if you want it to pop more, now you can take just a little dab of your eyeshadow base, beige in preference, and just rub that in the corners really lightly, and then put it on top, and then put the highlight in the middle on the top of it. And you can use any color. Like I said, I have those white powders, and I have red, green, blue, so I have different colors in those. But get this lash on. Oh Lord, I got concealer on this lash, so I have to try and get that off of there. But, and like I said, these are old. They're just in front of me, so I'm using them. I might have to change these off camera, but I'm gonna see if I can work with it. So one of the tricks for putting lashes on is to make sure that the lash glue is tacky. So if you can see, this one is tacky in some spots. Let me see if I can, okay, there we go. It's tacky and getting tacky in some spots. You see how it's lighter here, and then it looks super white right there. That part is not tacky yet. It's not ready to be actually put on the lash on my eye, because if I did that, that part is going to slide. Once it starts to slide, that's when you have problems with keeping it on. So what I'm gonna try and work on. I do not recommend putting mascara on fake lashes. Reason being, it clumps and you get less wear out of them. So I don't recommend doing this. Oh, pull that one off. But like I said, these are old and they're ready to go. But I'm just using it for this video's sake. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on now, because if you can see this, like this side is almost turning clear, and then I won't be able to get it to stick on. So stick that on first, and then I stick there, stick the inside, and then I make sure that the middle is down. And you want to get that as close to your natural lash line as possible. I always use the line as my guide. I try to get it as close to the bottom of my line. If you're not comfortable using your fingers, you can always use tweezers. Definitely a recommendation of mine. And so, wait, what did I get on my face? What did I get on my face? Okay, yeah, I got mascara here. Don't ask me how I did it, but I got it. Okay, so we're better here. Alright, so I'm right in the camera now, you guys, so you can see. Alright, let me back up a little bit. Alright, so one thing I normally do is I use a nude color. Where's my lipstick? Oh well, I'm going to use this pencil as a liner too. I had never used this because I have a chocolate lipstick that I like to use. I'm hoping this... Ooh, jeez. Alright. Here, get in the hair. This pencil is not happy on my lips. So I do like my brown a little bit darker. I think this is the light brown pencil. Yes, the lighter brown. So it's not getting as dark as I want it to. So here's the dark brown pencil. I have not even shaved this one off. Where's my... razor. So, oops. So you guys can see how these things just, oops, I cut that all the way wrong, but it's okay. We're gonna get it together today. Oh Jesus, it's scratching my lip. Alright, so anyways. Let's get these lips together. The lip color I'm using is from my old lip line, Lip Fantasies. And this is a nude color. It was the number 8. Didn't have a name, it was just a number, but I actually love this. I don't know. Maybe one day you guys will see Lip Fantasies again, but I had to take a break. But I still love the product. I still love the colors. You know, I would still stand behind it 100%, even if someone else took it over. But yeah, guys, so this is a natural look. I added some glow back in by my eyes. Just kind of did a little glow on under the brow, so when I turn, you can see that glow. You know, I have a little glow here. I don't like it heavy. I didn't tell you, I used the Sephora Golden Hour collection. I really like this color. It matches well. Like, it's not overpowering. And it just gives like a really nice natural glow. Not really an overpowering Tin Man glow. And I just put it on my bone, on my cheekbone. Still right here on my nose and on the tip of my nose here. Not overpowering again, just kind of adding some natural highlights back in. And you guys are watching me transform so I can get myself ready for this meeting. But yeah, I think it's all good, you guys. You know, I do have more detailed videos coming, or, you know, where I'm actually doing the eyeshadows and stuff. But this one was strictly for those who wanted to know how to do a natural look, because not everybody is really into eyeshadows. So, you know, and I do know that. So I'm trying to accommodate everyone in these videos, you know, and trying to keep it simple. Those videos are not simple because, you know, transition is one of the hardest things to teach. You know, not everybody gets that concept of the color theory. So yeah, guys, I like this. See? There we have it. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Time for me to go to my happy hour Zoom meeting. So you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.